Hey everybody! Welcome back to another installment of Return to the Eclipse Cathedral! Crackum! I am your DM, Heartless, and I am joined by my lovely players for this morning. Almost said evening. I don't know how time works.
No way, evening.
We're all confused.
Please introduce yourselves. Tell us about your characters. If you feel like fun facts are warranted, we can do fun dad facts, but, also...
Everybody always forgets them.
Yes.
I didn't
and that
forget.
is fine.
So it's me. I'm always first. Mwahahahahaha. I'm AudioVizual. And today I'm going to be playing Vexis Enteur, short for Vexestational Crisis. As Bluejay told me. Disclaimer, it does not actually mean that. And I actually do have a dad fact. I don't know how much of a dad fact versus just a fun, interesting cat-related Vexis fact. Because Vexis is an orange tabby, and the funny thing about orange tabbies is that they need to get, for male orange tabbies, they need to get the gene from both parents, whereas a female orange tabby only needs it from, I believe, the mother. Which is why, whenever you see an orange tabby, it is more likely to be a girl than a boy. That's my fun fact. There you go. That's literally it.
So, both of Vexis's parents are orange tabby cats.
If I'm remembering my fact right, if I ended up getting it backwards, I apologize. And feel free to beat me to death, I guess.
You cat fact wrongly. You must die for this.
Yes. Good.
I point at Bluejay.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bluejay. I ran out of jokes for my own character's name, so now I come up with jokes for other people's characters' names. I'm playing Dexion. He has blue hair and pronouns.
Hatsume Miku?
Is that you?
Oh my goodness.
He cannot see the end of the horizon. Dad fact. So in case you hadn't noticed, Dexion is huge book nerd and likes going to the library. I don't know if he was allowed for several years. I don't know how that worked. But he always returned his books on time. Except for one that he never gave back.
Damn.
That's my dad fact.
A thief.
And down the list...
Sorry, we had it backwards. So I googled the cat fact. Hello, I'm Altaria.
Fact checking me?
You had it backwards.
Cool, thanks. Feel free to come over and beat me to death.
Okay. Anyway, hello, I am Altaria. And I'll be playing Xalbaer. I have a dad fact. It's not a very good one, but I did remember about 5 minutes ago. So, thumbs up there. Dad fact would be that he likes space. He is an avid Star Watcher, and yeah, space. Kind of like the core in Portal, if you know what I'm talking about there, where it's like, I'm in space. Like, that's his dream.
Space! Space, space, space! Space!
Yes.
Oh wait, Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh. No. I am the Among the Gently Mad, so pleased to meet you. Thank you. I am part of the cat pack, I guess. Is that what we're calling ourselves now?
The cat pack. I love that. I love that more than the cat tree club.
Rolls off the tongue better.
Anyway,
pack,
yes.
cat pack.
So about 80% of the time, fun fact, 80% of the time, I am completely confused and have no idea what's going on. I just kind of go with the flow. But anyway, I play the character Lara, who is currently intubed. So, is she going to get out of the tube or is she not? We just don't know.
Because you're here, that means there is a greater chance that she will become untubed, at least for a little bit.
She will be
Stay tuned to
untubed?
find out.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, maybe? Whoa! Okay. All right. So anyway, hey, glad to be here.
I gesture towards Cryptid.
Hello there. My name is Cryptid, as previously stated, and I am playing the Toonkind Warlock Lincoln of the Light. I did not remember to do a dad fact today, so yeah, I got nothing.
That's okay.
We love you.
I'll have 2 next time to make.
You don't have to, but it would be very interesting to learn more about Lincoln.
All right, I will start thinking.
I gesture gently towards D.
In fact, it's your dad.
Hello, I'm D. I'm playing Alexa, and not so much a dad fact, but children have more bones than adults.
So that they can offer them to the Bone Lord, yes.
Amazing, yes.
I am unmuted, right?
Yeah, we can hear
Okay,
you.
God. Hi, everybody. I'm Snail. Well, technically, I am Tutu Kid, possessing the form of a very sleepy snail. So if my voice sounds weird, that is why. And my dad fact is my computer is currently in the process of flipping the fuck out. So I'm currently on my phone. You asked for a dad fact, not specifically a dad fact about Tutu Kid. So that's the fact that I've got.
Amazing! I love it. Alright, I'll start us off with a little memory refresher of what happened last time. Last time, a large group joined Decimal in his room. Everyone got to find out that cat in there is practically his adopted mom, who did some bad things in his past that he very upset about. Everyone in the room got their fortune read, and meanwhile, at the time of that, a certain blue and white toon decided to take matters into his own hands and go into his room alone.
Which is apparently not what you're supposed to do.
Nope, but he doesn't know that. He who.
You know what they say, always split the party.
Like,
Can
I'm working on...
Can I ask a question right quick? And then
Yeah.
I'll be quiet.
Yeah,
Have we
what's
made
the
it? Have we made it to the 13th floor yet?
So, the bigger party has not made it to the 13th floor yet.
Okay. All right.
They're, currently, they left Decimal's room, they walked up the stairs, Decimal left, and then they went into, Roderick's room on the 11th floor.
All right. Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, dad fact for Roderick. Okay, so, fun fact about Roderick. Sometimes, when he thinks no one's listening, he, starts humming under his breath a very certain tune, and it's always the same.
Hmm.
And that's my dad fact project. So, now that we've got dad facts out of the way, we are going to go to Dexion, who has walked into his room a little bit after the larger party went into Decimal's room and sat down for tea. And Dexion, you see standing there is Vexis, like he used to look like, reading or attempting to read a piece of paper he's holding and looking rather frustrated, and standing beside him is Olive. What do you do?
Yikes. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, first roll.
Hey. So you look around. The walls that do not contain the door you just came through are absolutely covered in books. As I said last time, there is no way to get up to the second, third. See, how many levels are there? Third, fourth, or fifth levels that you can see at the moment. There are plenty of book titles that you can read, but the the signage that would usually tell you, what kind of section this is, it's written in a language that you don't know.
That's a bad start.
As you're just looking around, you see out of the corner of your eye, Olive reach up and just kind of tug at Vexis's, outfit a little bit to get his attention. And he looks up and he smiles at you for a moment initially before a great look of concern comes over his face. Dexion, my boy, what happened to you? He says as he starts walking towards you.
He stands there, stunned for a little bit.
Well, I guess he makes it all the way up to in front of you, and he starts reaching for your face.
Alright. Give me a sec. Okay. He ducks out of the way. And just says, of course you would be outdated.
He just kind of blinks and looks at the door behind you, then looks back at you again and goes, "Did something happen back there? We just sent you to check all the rest of the shelves. The librarian's gone insane."
Insane how?
Well, they locked us in here, and then the only thing left here for us to try to even figure out what they want us to do is right here. And he shows you the page, and it's written in that same language that you can't read. Signed, Nilrim Ambrose. And I'll write that down for you.
Do I know what language it is, at least?
Roll me a history check. Nope. So this has put you really off kilter, and you have no idea. I mean, you think maybe it might have something, I don't know, similar to Elvish, but you're not entirely sure.
Cool. Cool. There's a sort of, sinking feeling.
Mm-hmm. Is it showing on your face? Hold on, let me see if I can roll an insight here. +6. You cannot hide from Vexis!
Oh my goodness. So you try to hide the expression that just, the feeling that just welled up inside of you, almost strangely unbidden. And Vexis, at least the one before you, immediately just kind of reaches up and taps his chin before gently reaching for your shoulder. Are you going to allow that?
Yeah, he tenses a little bit. Yeah, that's okay, I guess.
Vexis places his paw on your shoulder and goes, "Whatever happened out there, do you want to talk about it? It's just Olive and I here."
Is it?
Yes? There's no one else. And Olive just kind of goes, "No one else," and just nods.
They're doing the thing. God, I want to go off so bad, but I don't know.
What would Dexion do?
I don't know.
Well, if you want to go off, then maybe that is the right course of action.
You want to know what happened?
Yes.
You're 11 years too late.
He blinks and just kind of straightens his back.
I guess you don't know because it didn't happen yet, but we all died.
And his face kind of just scrunches up. And he looks both annoyed and frustrated, and it's not at you.
Gee, wow. This is so funny. I'm forgetting everything, even though I've been thinking about this for like past several months.
Do you want a little time to gather some of your thoughts?
Nah.
Okay. Well, let's just keep going. And Vexis says, North went too far.
Yeah. I guess that's what happens when you trust someone like that.
It didn't always used to be that way.
Oh, I'm sure. But in the end, it doesn't matter.
So if you're from the future, where am I?
You're in a memory.
No, I that's not what I meant. That's... He just kind of shakes his head, his tail twitching up and down. I meant, where is your version of me?
Last I saw, he was sitting on what I was gonna say on the stairs. Was Vexis on the stairs?
I mean, he was sitting next to the stairs.
Last I saw, Vexis was sitting by some stairs. Broken.
Broken?
Yes. Doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know what to say.
Oh, that's very often par for the course. Okay, yeah, that sounds like me.
X is getting called out tonight.
Look, tell me I'm wrong.
I can't believe you guys are roasting my character, whatever. I can't even defend him with you pretending to be my character. Damn, alright, I'm gonna go back to Mute Town.
Love you.
He gently curls his paw around your shoulder in a very trying to be comforting sort of fashion. You know, the way he used to be.
Man, this sucks.
I had been trying to keep you out of the dangerous parts of the lab for good reason. Was that not enough?
Clearly not. Okay, can I do another? Can I do I don't know, an investigation check to see if there's something that like stands out?
You can do an investigation check.
Oh, that is.
Vexis is going to let you go. He's just gonna take his hand back.
Oh, come on!
So there are a lot of books here. Yep. Are you reading
Wow.
any of the titles?
Yeah.
There are titles like Plane Shifting and How Horrendously It Can Go Wrong. Classic Familiars from the Wilds. Coric's Grimoire. Summoning Your First Water Elemental. And Magician's Rabbit Secrets. Those are some of the titles you see. Oh.
I can read them?
Yeah, you can read the titles of the books. You just haven't a clue as to what the note says, but beyond who it was written by and what this section for books is supposed to be.
Can I pull out a book and read some of the other titles?
Which book do you want to pull out?
I don't know, just a random one. Those were all very specific.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll a d5 for me. So you pull out Magician's Rabbit Secrets. And it's all about, well, conjuring. Conjuring rabbits out of thin air. Fooling your audience with actual magic, because why would you do it without actual magic? That's kind of silly.
Can you read all the titles again?
I can even put them down in the Rolling Thunder Zone for you. That would probably be more helpful. Whoop. Do you want to pick up any of the other ones?
Can I look at Coric's Grimoire?
So you pick it up and you open it, and well, it's got a very familiar magic in it. Stuff that's, stuff that both Xehanorth and Vexis uses as wizards. You want to roll me a history check?
If I just say that I already know it's necromancy, do I get a pass?
Yeah, you already know it's necromancy, but this isn't for the actual, like, what the book is for.
Oh. Okay.
This is
God damn it!
So there are a lot of notes, and this book seems to be really old, or at least a copy of a book that is really old.
Okay.
As you hold this book in your hands, there's a click click and then a wall of books slides aside.
What? Am I solving the puzzle by accident? Can I go check that out?
Yep, you can go over and through the now emptier space where the bookshelf was, there is a staircase going upwards.
That's cool. Can I take all 5 of those books with me?
Okay, so as you go back and you pull out all of the books, the bookcase slides back into place.
Okay, never mind then.
Olive has been trailing you. Just happily patting after you, and when you stop somewhere, she'll look up at what you're doing.
That's cool. She's getting mostly ignored.
Yep, that's fine. She's here.
Olive is here. Okay, so can I go up the staircase?
Mm-hmm. As long as you put 4 of the 5 books back.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you put everything but Quark's Grimoire back, and you go up the stairs, and there are more books. You're on the 2nd level now.
Wow. Perception.
Mm-hmm. Roll perception.
Terrible day.
So I'm going to say that we're going to leave you here as you just kind of look, because you know what you're doing now. So you're looking, and you're looking, and you're looking for the next out-of-place book. And we're going to skip back to the team that is walking out onto a beach.
Well, technically, I am lying on a beach, because Roderick is lying on a beach, and now it looks like we're just chilling, rather than Roderick being overcome by the weight of his sins.
Snail, I was taking a fucking drink before I unmuted. Not snorted flat Dr. Pepper
You can't
up
drink
my
water, you
nose.
can.
Well, Snail would like to apologize, but she can't. Why? Because she's dead. Taylor Swift reference. You're welcome.
Also, don't do that.
So let me give you a very good description of this very lovely beach. You look back at the door you just walked out of, and it's in a wooden shack, which is situated on a long stretch of pristine black sand, with the rushing sound of the ocean lapping at the shore. To your right is a small pool of cool mountain water trickling off of a cliffside behind it. There's very temperate... There are temperate foliage with short-trunked willow trees growing out of the mountain, hanging down over the wooden pathways made out of driftwood. One of the pathways leads to a carefully made dock with 2 boats moored at it. Built onto the side of the mountain seems to be a treehouse-like structure, and there's the very faintest sounds of laughter coming from the treehouse. There's a very short wooden bridge that leads over to a tinier island surrounded by the water that holds a very large tree with some star-shaped fruit on it. Welcome to Faheel Island, everybody.
I'm just kind of walk over to Roderick and just kind of kneel down and be like, We don't have to go in the water, right?
No, I don't think so.
But can we go in the water if we choose to?
Roderick just kind of sits up and looks over at Snail, at Tutu Kid.
Snail
Man!
Toonkind? Snailcomix
Snail, how
Toonkind
can you come
real?
canon?
For a
Sorry,
moment,
Clark.
Tutu Kid looks a lot more like a snail.
Whoa.
No. You can go into the water if you'd like. It's just don't swim too far out, okay?
Yeah, can I also have one of the fruits that are over there, or are those bad, dangerous fruits?
As
Can
long
we
as
eat
it's
anything here?
here as in on. Wait, you mean in the? Roderick just gets this kind of look on his face like he's having a headache.
I'm so sorry, Boo. I know that
Didn't we
Tutu Kid
drink-
isn't helping, but I'm sorry.
No, like Alexa
Didn't we
asked a
drink
question.
tea with him?
What did you say, Cryptid? Sorry.
Didn't we drink the tea in the other room? Oh no. Hold on. Bad connection.
Yeah. Though I drank the tea and there's nothing wrong with it.
You feel like you still drank the tea.
Yes.
All right.
Or is
then.
it a memory tea? Really drink the tea?
Roderick
You
is
guys are hurting
going
my head. I'm
Wait,
gonna go
Lincoln
get
is
some
like-
fruit.
I'm gonna roll
At
intelligence
this
for
point,
poor Roderick.
He was like taking off the coat.
Well, if he's confused, he can't have emotional angst.
Oh, as somebody who has anxiety,
Lincoln's come
bold of
over
you
and
to
sat beside
assume.
him.
He
Exactly.
he just narrows his eyes
Actually,
and
that
goes like,
does, in fact, make
"Yes?"
it worse.
All right. Well, I still need to figure out how that feels. I've had one dream before, but I have not figured out how to eat yet.
Mm.
You just gotta go off panel.
Roderick just kind of, as watching Tutu runs off, kind of just cups his hands around his mouth and shouts, "Eat only the really yellow ones!" And he just kind of flops back into the sand. What's
need me to
Vexis
roll-
doing?
Sorry.
Anyways, yes now?
Oh, I was just asking, do you need me to roll anything to get over to the fruit, obtain the fruit, come back, and flop back over to Roderick, or do you want me to just let Vexis go ahead and take the floor?
I will need you to roll either athletics or acrobatics to get to the fruit and not fall in
Alright.
the water.
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna say that Vexis is letting this play out. I'm gonna be real. He does not want to get involved in this circle is stupid. Lovingly,
Too late.
affectionately, it's
Ouch.
legitimate questions, but
Ouch.
also he does not want to get dragged into this whole ass conversation.
Isn't he the one who doesn't like sand?
I mean, neither him nor
Or was
Xalbaer
that-
like sand, but Vexis drew the short straw, basically.
Tutu Kid, you easily, so there's a bridge, so you could get over to the small island with the big tree on it without problems. And you easily climb up and, is that an acrobatics?
Yes.
So you leap from the big, long, sideways trunk to one of the branches and easily get one of the fruit. And then easily flip yourself back to the small island.
I got fruit for everybody.
Please don't copyright strike
Roderick.
this, Nintendo. That was a joke.
It's not
Thanks.
Nintendo.
It's not Nintendo? Please don't copyright strike us because I didn't know your name, whatever you are.
Square Enix.
Square Enix! I mean, we're playing Eclipse Cathedral, so basically Kingdom Hearts, so they can't do shit to us.
I mean, let's hope that Disney doesn't hear you. I mean, Yen Sid, excuse me.
God, fuck Yen Sid.
Yes. Oh.
All my homies hate Yen Sid.
Roderick takes the fruit you offer to him, Tutu Kid, and just takes a bite out of one of the corners of the star.
It's like an apple. You can just eat through it.
Yeah, it's
Is it-
just like an apple.
Is it yummy?
Why don't you
Kid
try
is looking at
some?
you with.
Oh, can I? I was letting you have a piece. Definitely not to make sure that it wasn't secret poison. Definitely not.
You know, with your seeming relationship with the Fae, I'm surprised you're willing to eat anything that's just kind of laying around.
Well, there's a difference between things that are unintentionally laying around and intentionally laying around. And everything that I've eaten in the dreams, I have double checked that someone else has had them first so that they're not poison. I mean, I haven't done that. I didn't do that.
Well, you don't really have to worry about poison. I can just clear that up.
These are, it's just fruit. They're growing for
I like
the
fruit!
island.
Oh no, Tutu Kitty's blowing up.
Roderick just kind
Wait, he's
of,
fine.
bleh, I guess. And
How could this happen? Well, at least I didn't die. So, like, you gotta.
Oh
you
no,
gotta save
Alexa would have
Roderick,
waited until they took a bite.
Gosh.
Oh wait, I already taken a bite. I did forget. Oh no, I'm gonna die too.
Tutu Kid, when you took a bite of the fruit, it was very sweet, kind of like a pineapple.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
It was probably worth dying, although Alexa, I am going to need you to save both me and Roderick, and maybe Roderick first, but I am going to die now. Because Roderick died first. I don't feel any different, though.
Roderick just kind of sits back up and eats more of the fruit.
Alexa, you're very fast. Roderick, don't eat more! It already killed you!
Alexa will just kind of laugh. What a glutton for punishment.
What's the Lincoln doing?
He just sitting there around his sketchbook and he's just like drawing the scenery, the chaos. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead, make a perception check for me.
Mustard. There they are.
Discord is a functioning program.
Discord is a functioning program.
You should do that without the roll.
Wait, that's not right.
Yeah, it's it would be
Ah.
1d20 plus 2. Like that.
There we go. Dirty 20.
Nice. Okay, so you look around. Now this very clearly an island. And the shoreline is easy to reach. The water is very clear, very blue. Oh, I forgot to change over our title card to the other one. There we go. That reminded me. there are 2 boats moored to the dock, and when you're listening very carefully, off in the distance, you can hear a barking dog.
A wolf! A wolf!
And
Ugh.
there's laughter coming from that tree house built into the side of the mountain. And when you look over there, you can see that there is a rope ladder that leads up to the tree house.
So I think we're pretty.
Well, that all is happening.
Oh.
Oh,
Hmm?
nope. Go ahead.
No, you kind of cut out there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. My connection is really bad, so I think that's gonna happen more.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, so we're pretty well versed at this point, right? So there's gonna be people that you both want to and don't want to talk to, a puzzle, and then we can go.
In the treehouse over there.
Yeah.
I'm really confused though, because my room was a cowboy village that I've never been to, with 2 people that I'm kind of like familiar with, but like don't really know.
You also had your dad, though.
Not really. Who?
Oh.
Not really.
Don't worry about it. I thought that Clank Bernard was your dad. That's why I got confused. Guys, we really have to get Alexa back her memories very fast!
As soon as we're done with this room, we'll head on up.
Yeah, I think that.
Ain't that right?
might
And he's looking over at Vexis.
I'm sorry, but like the lag and like the way we can hear you, it just makes it sound like he's just really, really drunk.
Right. Lincoln was desperately trying to remember what the hell the name of the Catman's
The worst
was.
possible. Did it cut? Oh my gosh.
No,
we heard
we
you.
heard all of it. It's just like your voice is just like extended slowly, so it sounds like you're talking like this.
More sleepy than drunk. You're perfectly good. You're good. You're good.
We heard all of you. It kind of makes it think that Lincoln was trying to remember what Vexis' name was. Really?
Oh no.
Vexis has crossed his arms and is still just watching.
Alright. Is he ready to go, Roger?
Let me finish the star fruit first.
Alright.
I miss this place.
What do you remember about this place?
Oh, this is
Alright.
this is for Hill Island. It's right next to my home. It's where I used to come here all the time when I was a child and just play. Me and my friends would make stories up. And well, I made sure nobody drowned because I was the strongest swimmer out of the 3 of us. Except that, well, Ceres can't drown.
Sounds like a useful skill to have, but I guess it wouldn't be too great if he was swept out into the ocean.
Yeah, probably not. Luckily, the tides around here aren't really that bad, and there's I don't know, I think it's called coral around the island. Kind of keeps it safe. I think that's why we're allowed.
So you do have parents?
I do?
Okay. I just know that sometimes Fae don't have parents, so I wanted to double check.
Vexis has kind of put his head in his hands. He just they keep asking everyone about like, yeah, your past. Well, they're all well aware they've been losing memories, and he's just like,
Yeah.
Gotta double check, you know?
Find out which one's the rock.
Alexa will hand Vexis a little stress ball.
Vexis will probably take it and start kneading it, and you just watch like little claws like poke into it again and again and again and again.
Oh.
Alright, you ready to go?
He finishes up the fruit and just kind of hucks it into the sea.
Eat the skin!
But no, you don't eat the leaf. I hate the rest of it.
Well, the leaf is kind of like skin, so I definitely was gonna eat that.
Well, it's gone now.
It's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
I don't know what that means every time you've said it.
I don't
You
even know
disappoint me, but I forgive you.
Roderick pushes up from the beach and
gosh.
just kind of brushes himself off. I guess we should go up to the treehouse now.
All right. You lead the way.
And he turns and starts walking over to the treehouse.
Going on a trip with you.
Zooming through the skies!
We are really asking for it, huh?
Oh
These
yeah.
are private videos, so they can't be monitoring it that closely, can they?
They're not private.
Oh,
Parody is for use.
We're getting demonetized.
We're not making a profit off it.
No,
I'm
we're not
not.
making a profit off it. We're very sorry, Heart.
Do you
I'm
really
not.
think
Hard
any of
making
our
profit.
singing is good enough to get copyrighted? Let's be real.
I can sing really good.
It's very fair. Beautiful.
Okay, so we're going up the treehouse.
You're going
Everyone,
up
all
to
of
the
us.
tree
Yes,
house.
we're going to the treehouse.
And we're going to switch over to Xalbaer, who has made it back to the control room. And, Gently, could you roll me a Constitution saving throw at advantage, please?
Ooh. Oh, yes, I can. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna if it's okay, can I do the roll thing? Do I have to like take a picture of it and put it in the chat or anything? I like doing the roll thing
just type in the chat what you roll.
Mm-hmm. All right. You said Constitution save?
Yep.
All right. Let's see, baby. Oh, 15 plus 1 equals 16. Right. So 16? Perhaps?
Yep. So, Laura, you wake up and you kind of just like lean back up from the where you were pressed against this kind of glass with a little like drool.
All over the place.
Yeah. And
She's like,
the glass goes and it opens.
oh. Okay. So Lara is now fully awake, conscious, and the glass has opened. Okay. All right. Question. yes, the Lara is out. Does she? I wonder. Does she remember like what happened with her before?
Um,
Is she aware that there's danger about
so
in maybe a small child?
so roll me an intelligence.
Okay, all right. Just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun of it.
11 plus 1, 12.
Okay. So you do vaguely remember just earlier that you had been thrown back into this tube thing by the door, and you can look over at the door and see it's cracked a little from being, whacked by something, probably a heavy weapon.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we're a little cautious. We're aware that something whacked us back into the tube at one point. Okay, can she cast a silent image of herself to go ahead to kind of like just make sure that she doesn't get like walked again by rogue doors or something?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me do that then. Okay, so I'm gonna cast a spell. All right. If it will let me do it. Will you let me do it? I don't know what's going on with this thing. Anyway. Alright, charisma 11 plus 3, 1d 20 plus 3. Hang on a second. Okay.
Okay. Kari, please tell me what that's for again. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted.
She's gonna cast a silent image
Mm-hmm.
of I guess like a silent image of herself, because she's going to like send it ahead in case there's anything that like wants to, wallop her or something.
So the silent image of yourself is now in front of you.
Okay.
And miming walking.
Okay. So Lara is going to walk carefully behind, I guess, her silent image. She's just like ready for anything. She's doing like that whole like like wow.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little on edge.
So you walk out of the door and you walk into this hallway.
Okay.
And there are two ways of the hallway, and there are doors at the end of each.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a door in the wall next to you, and a little, like, cut-in door to your left.
Okay.
And before you are two doors. Also. Lots of choice.
Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, so we got two doors in front of me. Two doors. Okay, hang on a sec. No, that's it. I've completely forgot how many doors. How many doors are we looking at again?
Okay, so there are 3 in the wall that you, including the one you came out of.
Right. Okay.
There's one at the left end of the hall, one at the right end of the hall, and there are 2 doors in front of you.
Okay. All right. I think Laura is going to pick. We'll take the door on the left.
Okay. So you go over, you open the door on the left, and there's and you see before you, there's a fizzing, staticky noise.
Okay.
But you open it, and you see before you a little, like, landing and a staircase downwards.
Ah. Okay. Laura is just like looking down there, and she's just like, she mumbles something in Grolix, and it's like stairs. So we should have some lights. So there's only like stairs going down. There's not stairs going up anywhere.
Just
Okay.
stairs going down through this door, at least.
All right. Okay. So, well, okay, fine. We're gonna take the stairs down, and we're gonna have the silent image in front of us.
Okay, now we're going to go to Xalbaer, who
No!
has
It's right.
reached the who's reached the 13th floor,
Mhm.
and Naomi roughly just kind of passes you.
Oh. Okay. Can he tell where she's going?
Well, to the access staircase that you just came up.
Okay, that is Vexis' problem then. All right, that's fine. He's
No
gonna,
problem.
yeah, he's gonna pop his head in. So the ultimate goal is to, in his mind, go join Dexion at the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And he will pop his head in and check on everybody that should be coloring, last I knew.
So you so there's no one in Naomi's room now that Naomi has left.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk into the next room, which is the memory room, and you can see, the images of things happening on the screen. And I'm going to switch back to Dexion because I realize he probably would find the book after at least 30 minutes on the second level.
Yeah, so we got distracted.
Time travel.
That's why it's taking so long.
Yup. But,
No, this is fun.
so you do find a section of this second level with these book titles, and I'll post them first before reading them off. Just Fireball, Widowghast's Alterations of the Arcane, Blasting Your Way Through School, Applications of Raw Magical Force, and Strategic Control of the Battlefield with Wind, Water, or Stone. Now, since you've spent a lot of time being distracted and reading the books on this level, you know that this level's all about evocation magic.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out. Wait, that's a class, right? I don't actually know my. I don't know my wizard schools. I can look them up. Widowghast's Alterations of the Arcane.
Mm-hmm. You pull out Widowghast's Alterations of the Arcane, and there's that same click click and a shh as the bookcase slides aside, and Olive, who's been kind of just hanging out, just kind of claps. It's a soft clapping because she's got really long sleeves.
Baby. Did Vexis not follow? Is Vexis on the first floor still?
Vexis is on the first floor still.
Okay, well that's a him problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just kind of, after you started looking around, he just kind of went over back to what was probably the circulation desk and sat there and tried to look through things.
Okay. So can I keep going?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, flipping through all the sorting tiles and opening all of the drawers, trying to find something useful.
Bro, I'm already doing the puzzle. You need to stop.
So you go up to the third level. And Olive toddles after you. Do you want to make a perception check?
Okay. Well, actually, can I make an investigation? Because I'm looking for specific things.
You can make investigation.
What the heck?
And
What the heck?
do.
That's a
Dexion
nat one.
gets lost in the sauce for more than 30 minutes, and we're going to jump back to Xalbaer, who sees on the camera Dexion reading in that library.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
For the cameras, how many can you have on the screen at the same time?
So the one that you're looking at in the memory room can only have one at a time, but it flips between all of the active ones.
Okay. Gotcha.
So if you go into the control room, you can manipulate and see, more.
Okay.
The control room is the next room over.
Oh, where am I? I thought that's...
You're in the memory room.
Memory room.
Yep, with all of the bottles.
Are the bottles... Do the bottles appear to be sorted in any particular way?
No, but you can tell that before you left, more of them were full. There's one bottle missing, but if you look at the left wall, it's now locked into the wall there.
The bottle is?
Yes. The quote-unquote missing bottle. Almost like Naomi had just poured it out.
And Naomi looks kind of grumpy leaving.
Very grumpy. She practically ineffectively, but she shoved past you.
So I should probably not just go willy-nilly dumping bottles out.
I think you should, just for fun.
I mean, yes, but what does Xalbaer want to do?
He doesn't want to screw up what Naomi's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But also, he did promise some people their memories back. And he kind of wants to know what happens if you pour a bottle out while that person is in a memory room, if they'll get it back. So
no!
Oh yeah, unethical
wait, sorry, I
science.
must be mute. I thought I was mute. Sorry.
All right.
Do it.
Wait. Refresh my memory. Does somebody have to drink it, or can they be poured out to return the memory?
They can be poured out.
Okay. Just to make sure. He wasn't going to try to drink it this time because he doesn't want whatever memory he may pick up. He just wants to see if it returns to someone while they're in the memory room. Yeah.
Alright, so, hold on a sec while I pull up a list that I need to add more to. Sorry, a lot of people have been losing their memories, and I have them, but also I didn't put them in my notes.
Yeah. Getcha. Are they all this, do they look the same, or do they look particularly different?
So, they all look like this same kind of miasma of blues and purples and golds.
He's gonna look for the bluest one. And pick it up and go, ooh, I hope this isn't a mistake. And in his head, not out loud. And dump it on the floor.
Okay, so first, as you pick it up, roll me a d4.
Okay. Oh, I have dice for that. Loud noises.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Okay, so let's see.
I
When you
don't
pick
trust
it
dice
up,
rolls.
there's a kid in shorts, and you get, because when you pick it up, you see the memory.
Mm-hmm.
So a kid in shorts is giving you, the quote-unquote camera, a smile. The camera looks up, wants to see a father figure of some sort before you and the kid in shorts run into some kind of high-tech bunker and start playing a game of hide and seek. And you come back to yourself. So, now that you know what this memory is, even though you're not entirely sure who it might be, whose it might be, what are you going to do?
So picking it up showed the memory.
Yes.
Okay. Dump it on the floor.
Okay. Snail, Tutu Kid has gotten back the first memory they lost.
Oh, thank God.
I think the best thing about this
who?
is that Xalbaer doesn't get results immediately.
No.
It's a delayed kind of thing. He'll find out very loudly how he did. Or very much not at all.
Whoa.
How long has it been since he came upstairs?
It's been a mere couple of minutes.
He's going... This is going to get him in so much trouble. He's going to reach out for the one that looks the most purple
Okay.
and pick it up.
Roll me a d3.
Okay. 3.
3?
Yeah.
So, as you pick this up, you're pulled into the memory, and place is warm. There's lots of sand strewn across this kind of boardwalk kind of place. You look to your left, and there's a small kind of village made with driftwood and houses. And you look to your right, and sitting a little further along on the boardwalk is a little girl with orange glowing spots all along her arms and a halo above her head, and she's just kind of sitting there drawing in the sand. And you walk up to her and you hear almost like it's coming out of your mouth, "Hi, I'm Roderick. What's your name?" And then you come back to yourself.
He's doing the math. He knew that Roderick and Sirius knew each other, and he knows that Sirius is married to someone named Cat, and and they talked very much about Cat and Cat's favorite animal and many things.
Mm-hmm.
So he's connecting some dots. I also just realized the implications of him not having this memory of Cat, and Xalbaer will go, All right, connecting some dots and dump it on the floor.
Amazing.
He doesn't want any of these. It didn't work out great for him the first time he tried to drink them. He was warned it was no good. And he's just going to dump them out because that should work, right? We'll find out.
We'll find out. Okay. What do you do next?
Okay, so we're currently battling with the validity of science and the fact that it takes 3 trials to have a valid experiment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Naomi's wrath. And not fully knowing if Naomi was able to make it through all of the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to look at the bottles that are still on the table and go for... Is there any that are particularly shiny?
So there are a couple, just 2 actually, that are particularly shiny.
He's gonna go for the left one.
Okay. Roll me a
Left
d2.
Two. My
Okay.
parser is pretty nice and I'm afraid.
So you pick up this bottle, and it's like your vision is coming to you from a very dark coming from a very dark place. And then you open your eyes because you had them closed. And it's a normal day at the clinic. And you walk into a patient's room, and well, there's someone who is encased in a cursed darkness, and their eyes are gold, and they're writhing, and when you walk up to try to help them, to try to calm them down, they lash out at you, and you feel this searing pain in your right arm. And you're struggling with them, and you eventually manage to get them back to sleep. But you look to your arm, and it is wreathed in shadows and darkness. And you go to someone else in the clinic, because it's always good to get a second opinion. But your arm is gone, and you come back to yourself.
Encased in darkness, huh? With yellow eyes, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, can't be me. And Xalbaer will dump the bottle out.
Does Xalbaer say that?
You know what? Yeah, he will.
He
Wow,
said it
can't
out
be me.
loud. Can't be me. Dumps the bottle out. Alexa, you get the memory of how you lost your arm back.
I can't wait for Xalbaer to get a phone call from Vexis like, what are you doing? Alright. That's 3. He now knows way too much about a couple of people. He's gonna... How many bottles are left on the table?
There are quite a few bottles left on the table. I can't get you an exact number.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing the math. Okay. We've done 3, and I should really go check on Dexion, but also I've been left unattended in the bottle room. he's gonna reach for a green one.
A
Is it
green
one?
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec as I... Okay.
Section's not
So roll me a d2.
Okay. Hang on. 1.
Okay. So, you pick this up, and you're at a studio. It looks like a really old-fashioned movie studio. And this guy, which you're pretty sure owns the studio, comes over, and you've been puzzling over this camera's problems for a little while now. It's kind of broken, it's throwing out a few sparks, and the man with, like, kind of graying salt pepper hair takes a moment as a kid. Right. So, scratch that. He's got black hair. I'm sorry. This has been a long while ago, and I don't know. Anyways, this man with black hair helps you figure out what's wrong with this camera. And and the man smiles at you, and you come back to yourself.
Damn. That was sweet. Dumps it out on the floor.
Lincoln, you got the memory of Sketch and your friendship with him back.
Oh boy.
The fun thing is, too, he assumes that these memories are going back to the people they belong to. He doesn't know if it's like an instant thing or if it waits till they come out of the room or if they're just going on the floor. But he's going to find out. He's going to very loudly find out.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Speaking of that, we're going to jump back to everyone who is on the beach walking towards the tree house. And suddenly, Lincoln, Alexa, Tutu Kid, and Roderick, you feel different as a memory comes back to you. How do you react to this?
What the actual pick just happened? That happened to anybody else?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So Alexa's screen flashes with a little download bar, and she curses and growlix and grabs the arm. Ow! Ow! Oh, yeah, that's... Oops. Oh! I didn't realize I lost that.
Oh. How could I forget how I met Cat? Tutu Kid? Snail.
He's muted.
Snail!
No, not even muted.
Snail, are you
Snail's
muted?
dead.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to imply that I was gone. Tutu Kid's eyes are blown wide, but they're not speaking.
Oh.
Kid?
Tutu Kid, nods, but again, doesn't start spilling forth the sea of information that is ever welling up within them.
We just need to turn him upside down and have it pour out.
Roderick's just gonna kind of go look over to Tutu Kid and reach down and gently pat their shoulder. Tutu Kid, are you alright?
Uh-huh.
Tutu Kid is notably not looking anybody in the eyes when most of the time their eyesight is always piercing and always looking at people's faces. They're just, since Roderick is now next to them, so there's less space for them to look while avoiding people's eyes, they're now sort of like looking at the ground.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look injured, but they're definitely not ready to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You want Roderick to carry you?
Yeah.
Here, let me,
Oh my gosh.
you can ride on my shoulders.
Okay.
Roderick just kind of, as long as Tutu Kid doesn't, like, dance out of the way, Roderick is going to scoop them up and place them on his shoulders.
There is no dancing. Tutu Kid allows this to happen, and when they're placed on Roderick's shoulders, they definitely, like, hunch over and, like, card their hands into Roderick's hair so that their chin is, like, resting on his forehead, and they're just like, okay.
Bit is gonna like kind of pop in and kind of fly up there, just kind of land on Tutu Kid's like shoulder, and just kind of like look over and then just kind of like snuggle it.
Hi. Do you like scratchies?
And they could just kind of nuzzle up further against you.
Tutu Kid is very gently scratching with only one finger, which again is weird because most of the time Tutu Kid would be just like all over this, but right now they've got one hand in Roderick's hair and one hand single finger scritchy, and they're just still big irises in their multicolored eyes, but most of the time when it's like this, it's silly mode, and this definitely isn't silly mode.
Mm-hmm.
This is inwardly silly mode.
This is... I am processing this. How could I forget this? What?
It's like the thing of the flower being dropped on the cat's head.
Yes. Yes. Things are happening inside this mind.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Alexa's still just kind of holding onto her arm as they continue walking.
Mm-hmm. Roderick is gonna pause by the rope ladder. Alexa, you're alright?
Just, you know... I didn't think about why this was gone, and she'd hold up her arm for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and now that I remember, it's still terrifying.
Roderick just kind of looks up at the sound, where the sound of voices is coming from, and he looks back down to Alexa, and he kind of rolls his shoulders so that Tutu Kid's not gonna fall off. And
Whoa,
he
we're moving this way.
What?
Whoa, we're moving this way. Hold on, Bit.
Moving in the upwards direction.
And Roderick takes a step over to Alexa, and he just kind of offers his arms out to you. Do you want a hug?
Right now I'm fine, but thank you.
Okay. He glances on over to Lincoln. You alright?
Lincoln's just kind of been hanging back from the rest of the group, and his face is very hard to read in general, but right now he just looks like mad.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got that on my mind.
Mm.
Actually, so which one of the... I keep forgetting which one of them from the other group is with us in this room.
This
It's
Vexis
Vexis.
is with you guys.
Uh,
He's the orange tabaxi.
And he's short.
Yeah. Alexa's gonna turn back and look at him and say, "Do you know anything about darkness?"
So Vexis has been he pulled out a notebook and started taking notes. And he kind of scoffs at the question, and he's like, "Do I know about darkness? Darkness. Everyone wants to talk about darkness. It's always darkness."
Oh my.
Well, okay, you're clearly sick of the topic, so I'll just put a pin in this.
Yes, I know about darkness. We can talk about darkness later. Yes, whatever.
Do you need another stress ball?
No, I'm fine. May I ask, what exactly you remembered that has to do with darkness?
It was someone encased in shadows, dripping off the sides of the bed. Their eyes glowing golden, and then they tore my arm off.
And, where was this?
Yeast.
I need to remember the yeast, yeah.
Does Vexis know anything about that?
Roll history check.
Cool. I can't wait for him to know something about that. Or he won't know jack shit.
So
He knows about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it did happen while you've been here stranded, quote unquote, in Einquell. It happened like about a year or so ago. The town of Yeast had a very catastrophic release of darkness. Now, you know it was darkness. The papers, of course, didn't. But you did some research into it because, well, Xehanort talks about it all the time, and it's very annoying, and sometimes it's good to shut him up with things he doesn't know.
Yes.
And you found out that the leader of Yeast, by the name of Cain, had somehow, well, hello, Hugh, or Morsky. God damn it.
Oh, it's the
Hugh Toonkind real? Oh wait.
I'm mixing up everybody today. You found out that Cain Script, the leader of Yeast, had been doing some very sketchy things, and then had unleashed this massive darkness upon Yeast and infected quite a bit of the populace. Luckily, with the response and the sealing away of the local guardians of the... So, the local guardians of the city sealed away a lot of the darkness and Cain himself to keep, things from getting worse. But there were a lot of, quote-unquote, casualties and victims of it.
We're really into unethical science, Anise.
So I guess for Alexa, at the mention of yeast, Vexis just pauses and then nods, and he's like, "Oh yes, I remember that incident. Quite foolish of that man to go fiddling with things he doesn't know anything about."
Well, do you know how to undo it?
He kind of pauses at that, and he's like, I suppose it depends on, a few things. He's thinking about that light therapy room.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And how much it actually took to get Xalbaer only back 1 corruption point.
Yeah, well, Xalbaer and Alexa are built different.
Yeah, because every time we try and build a new arm, it just immediately goes very bad.
He kind of gives Alexa a studying look, or a sort of like a considering look, and he's like, I would love to study you.
Gosh.
You say that in a way that doesn't make it sound like you want to take me apart.
Roderick looks very uncomfortable.
I like Bluejay's response. No, he's incapable of that.
He doesn't answer that. He just hums a little and writes something else down in his notebook.
All right, Roderick, let's go. She just starts pushing him towards the ladder away from.
And Roderick goes, yeah, and turns around and starts climbing. And at that, we're going to quickly flick back to Lara. So Lara, you've walked.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna go to break because it's been an hour and 30.
No.
But you've walked down the stairs, and you're now on a floor, and the only thing in front of you is a door.
Ah. So we have a choice of we can either go back up the stairs or we can go through the door. Laura, what shall you choose? Laura has been muttering under her breath about this whole cathedral. She's like, they could, and then, they could have a map. A map would be nice. I don't know where in the heck I'm going with this stupid thing. And she's talking to her image because she doesn't have anybody else to talk to at this point. The image is just completely ignoring her. So she's just like complaining. And then so she stops and she sees the door and she's like, yes, good, great, another door. I wonder where the heck it will lead. I wish I had a map. So she's going to go through the door.
Okay, so as you walk through the door, Dexion, you hear the door on the bottom floor open as Laura walks through it into the library.
Oh, God.
There's someone down there, right?
Yep.
This is the worst possible outcome.
Yep. So, Laura, as you walk in, you see this giant library sitting at the circulation desk, organizing through papers is Vexis, but he's not wearing it, and he's not wearing what he was earlier. And he also looks quite a bit younger than when you last saw him.
Okay, I got you. She's barged into a memory here.
Yeah.
He's not
Yes,
wearing.
she did.
What? Nyxxe?
What?
What? So so she sees Dexion, a smaller, a younger Dexion.
Actually,
she's in a library.
To see that, she'd have to roll a perception check. She just sees Vexis on the first floor, a huge library.
Gotcha. Well, you know what? Heck with it. Let's roll a perception check just for the fun of it. Perception. Okay. Yeah, what was perception under again?
It's under your skills?
Yeah, I mean, like, what do I roll? Intelligence or wisdom or?
It's a wisdom check.
Okay, all right, thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
She got a 4.
Okay, so you do not see anyone else but this younger-looking Vexis, who looks up at you, and he looks very confused. Excuse me.
She just freezes. I assume at this point, her image, I guess it's worn off or something. NASCOT's wearing no pants. It's a kilt. All right, so she just stops dead in her tracks, and I'm assuming that the image thing is disappeared, expired by now. She just stands there and she's just looking for a minute, trying to process this. She looks over her shoulder to see if the door is still there. Is the door still there?
The door's closed. The door is still there, but it's closed.
She's just gonna start carefully edging back towards the door. We're not breaking eye contact.
At that, we're gonna go to break before we get to Daxion's reaction to someone entering the room.
She has no idea what she's doing. Neither do I. I'm just having her react as if, I mean, this is pretty much how I would react if I busted into a room. I find something weird going on. I'm like, yeah, okay, door. Let's head on back to the door. Oh lordy, I'm having fun. Excuse me, I will be right back. I'm going to take a little bit of a break.
I'm waiting for Laura to turn around and try and open the door and just be pulling on the doorknob and it's just locked.
I hope that's the case. I really, really hope so.
Wait, are we on break?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, let me go grab some food. I'm so sorry. I zoned straight out.
I should probably get some more water.
What? Gosh.
This is going swimmingly. You were much nicer than I expected.
So, it was just Dexion and Olive there. B, Vexis was Dexion's dad! And also, he's not stupid. He's a goddamn scientist, for goodness sakes. Yeah, if Dexion hadn't pulled away, Vexis would have put his paws on Dexion's face and then start doing that cat nuzzling thing.
Oh, that's awkward.
Also, I thought it would be funny for Olive to just repeat what Vexis said. Like Timmy and Tommy.
Nope.
All pineapple enjoyers who are allergic to pineapples. Ah, juice that makes you explode. I love reading through the gallery.
Wait, where'd that go?
What?
I clicked on an image to send it to the chat, and then it just vanished.
Did Discord eat it?
I guess. Oh well. Ugh. Certainly do be a morning.
Yeah. But are you having fun so far?
I am. Alexa is having what we like to call a time of it.
Ah, yes, but she did remember how she lost that arm, even if it comes with the return of the phantom pains.
Yeah, but she'll go back to coping with it. Swap to my computer real quick.
Yeah.
And boom, he's done.
Yeah. I'm just he.
Sometimes you just gotta hee-hoo.
And also, Dexion, Vexis, and Xalbaer are all from Exandria.
Yeah, I was figuring that the books were related to that. The ones that they had to pick.
That's why Widowgas Alterations of the Arcane is a direct reference to Critical Role.
Yep.
And the Grand Library of Nicodranus. Although the stories of Critical Role are all legends by the time even Vexis was born, so...
Well, that helps.
Yeah. Puts distance, and also I'm not messing with other people's stuff.
Fair enough. Just want to mess with Disney and Square Enix's stuff.
I'm dancing on your stuff. It's my stuff now.
I have taken your stuff. I see how convoluted it is. I'm gonna take your stuff and I'm gonna straighten it out.
But I'm gonna make it worse.
No.
Hey!
You
The
can straighten it out.
timeline is a straight line. The only time travel is because dimensions in different worlds run on different time scales.
No, I mean I'm making it worse emotionally.
I'm going to cause problems on purpose.
I think about Sterling and go, oh, I'm glad that he got to go to the beach, but then I also cry.
Yeah.
Because he's so sad.
Man, imagine when everyone gets to Axiom's room.
They'd better not.
You know where Axiom's room is?
Is it, like, on floor 2? I mean, floor 3.
No, it's the 13th floor.
Oh.
So, when Lara went through the door and it fizzed a little bit, it's because you can only enter the 13th room's the 13th floor's room through the front.
Where's
Axion's the
Tutu
fox,
Kid's
right?
room then?
It will be on the 11th floor.
Axion's the fox, right?
But
Yeah, Axiom's the fox. Axiom the fox.
but Roderick's room is on the 11th floor.
Yes, it is. Imagine what's gonna happen with that.
We gotta go through 2 doors, motherfuckers!
Imagine if this place made any sense. Hmm.
I mean, D, that could have happened, but because
Wait, what could have happened?
Xalbaer drinks one of Alexa's memories and falls in love with her crush. So if you drink the memories and you manage to save the con save, you keep the memories. They're yours now.
Oh no.
The other person forgets.
They no longer can go back to the other person. Those memories are gone.
Yeah, to Alexa right now, her crush is a coworker, and her dad is a guy she knows.
I love hearing Altaria and Soto cackling from downstairs.
Evil.
I have my door shut so I can't hear exactly what they're saying. Also, yes, now that's totally what happens. If it makes you feel any better, Xalbaer's already tried once. And he believes in the scientific method.
Yeah, Xalbaer tried drinking one once, and he failed the con save twice, so he just kitty puked it back up.
Oh. Wait, did that make it return to the other person?
Yep.
Huh.
Because it hit the open air.
Yeah, Alexa's just wondering, what is the point of this place? Why?
I had a rant prepared about that, but you know what? It's book time.
I mean, you could go off on Olive if you really wanted to. On Memory
No.
Olive.
You want to yell
No,
at a
she doesn't
baby?
Even more of a
Ironically-
baby than usual.
Hmm?
Even more of a baby than usual.
They're our memories. Oh my god. Sharing is caring. Thank you. You're welcome.
Our memory.
They have the perfect image.
Ironically, Vexis does know the answer to what the cathedral is for if you asked Vexis.
Yeah, he scared Alexa.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys want to
can
go
you say
back
that?
into it?
Can you say that like
No.
you don't want to take me apart? No.
No, I got.
Where is Cryptid? Where is our Cryptid? Where is our snail?
Wait, are we going to the other room?
No, I was just checking in to make sure you guys were back.
I'm back.
Yeah, we still have to do Roderick's room.
Yep, we're in the process of doing Roderick's room, while Dexion's room is getting invaded by Laura.
Which is hilarious.
And I was gonna check in with Xalbaer to see how he's reacting to all this, because he would see it
Well-
on the screen.
Altaria's in the bathroom, so you'll have to come back to Xalbaer later.
Okay. I'm just trying to gather who's here so I could see who we can start off from the break from. I know Bluejay's a little busy at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Gently
encrypted.
pause Cryptid.
Yeah.
Also, D, I need you to know, Vexis is like, oh, you're infected with the darkness. Interesting.
No, it got broken off. The bad part's gone.
But if it still keeps coming back every time you try to make a new arm, that means you're infected.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Internal Vexis is like, I would love to study that.
External Alexis, please stop looking at me like that.
Listen, if you can isolate the infection, that's interesting. And you haven't started, like, going crazy and ranting about the darkness, or turned into... No, his alignment is true neutral now.
Good.
That's not good. That's not a good boy. That's a neutral boy.
By definition, is not good. Reminds me of the Pirates of the Caribbean thing where you can't trust an honest person to not be honest. Oh god, I still can't keep it straight in my head.
Me mixing people up with their characters.
We all do it. It happens to the best of us.
Moon.
So we have Snail, we have Altaria, missing Cryptid and Bluejay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we can go to Xalbaer, at least. Get his take on what's going on now. So, Xalbaer, when you look up at the screen after dumping all of those memories out onto the floor, you see a flash of the camera that's following the people in the beach room, and you see everyone in there except for Vexis just kind of have a bit of an issue with the robot Alexa grabbing her arm, Roderick just kind of stopping and just kind of curling forward and rubbing at his head for a moment, the child eyes going wide and just staring off into the distance, and Lincoln just holding his head for a moment.
Entering sad mode ?
And then the screen flips to the library, and you watch as the door at the bottom of the floor opens, and there walks in Laura. What are you doing?
Well, he was feeling pretty satisfied with the result, seeing that everyone was reacting to an external thing, which means it was probably them reacting to their memories.
Mm-hmm.
guessing there, but pretty solid guess. He was gonna go back to the bottles, but he is now considering that he missed Laura leaving. He does not know if Laura is Laura. Realizing now that Dexion is by himself.
At this point, I don't know if Laura knows she's Laura.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Does... Okay, this might be a thing. Would Xalbaer, based on past experience and kind of knowing these people, would... Whenever Laura was originally Norded, possessed by North, did it show? Like, was Laura carrying herself differently or anything like that?
So roll me a retroactive insight for that.
Yay.
To see what you remember and what you could glean. And it's unfortunately going to be high DC to, like, remember that.
Yeah, what was the roll you said?
Insight.
Insight, okay. Insight.
Okay, so the only thing you really seem to notice that you can remember is that Laura's eyes were red after a certain point, but you don't really remember when that happened.
Okay. Can he tell on the screen what color Laura's eyes are?
Laura's eyes are always red now.
That, you know what? That's the Laura issue, I think.
This is why Laura goes in the tube.
We're gonna analyze this video for the next 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. How did Vexis react to Laura? The memory Vexis.
Memory Vexis? As you're watching, Memory Vexis looks up at Laura and goes, "Excuse me?" Because Memory Vexis does not recognize her at all.
Although it's safe to say that Laura might recognize Vexis, albeit a younger version of himself.
Yeah, Laura recognizes Vexis, and that this one is younger and is not wearing his black coat.
Right.
It's dressed a lot like a professor.
Nerd.
And you can clearly see he does not recognize you, Laura.
Okay. So, I guess by this time Laura has bumped back into the door, and...
Wait, because we need Dexion's reaction to Laura's presence, which is why I've been doing Xalbaer.
Okay, alright, go for it then.
Xalbaer will just continue watching to see how everybody reacts to each other.
Okay. Cryptid, you back?
Yes.
Okay. So, we're going to switch back to Roderick's room, because we need to give Bluejay a little more time.
Alright.
So, Roderick leads the way up the rope ladder, and he goes slowly so as not to dislodge Tutu Kid, who's on his shoulders. No, don't worry about it. And everyone can hear that as the creaking of the rope ladder can be heard, the treehouse had gone quiet. And Roderick So Tutu Kid, you actually see this first because you're on Roderick's shoulders. And when Roderick climbs up there, Tutu Kid, you recognize one of the people here as what the very nice tune that Roderick had left down in the town.
It's Crystal Guy!
Who seems to be sitting with a rather tall, orange glowing person with their hair tied up behind their head. And they're both looking at who's coming up. And Memory Nom smiles. And so does Memory Katrina, and Roderick pauses as he gets up and looks over at them, and he goes, as everyone else joins everyone in the treehouse.
Yep.
Is
What's
this
this
treehouse
guy?
gonna be big enough for all of us? Hi, we brought a party!
And the treehouse is big enough for everyone to sit in.
Yeah, you can hear anyone who speaks Grolix can hear Alexa kind of cursing to herself as she's climbing up the ladder with one arm.
Nom knows what you're saying. Nobody else in no, none of the other NPCs know. But Nom does.
Hi, my name's well, you can call me Tutu Kid, and my pronouns are any pronouns. I mostly use they, them, but I'm willing to use any programs. Pronouns. That's the one I was looking for. What are your given names and pronouns?
Roderick's just gonna take Tutu Kid off his shoulders and set them down so they can do this.
What? My gesturing wasn't good up there? Well, I guess they can see me better here. Hi!
Cat.
Recovery time is impeccable.
What? Bleh. What'd you say, D?
I said the recovery time is impeccable.
Cat goes, hi, name's Cat, pronouns, I guess.
Like he, she, they, they, and other neo-pronouns. A lot of people, as a default, start with he, she, or they, but I accept any pronouns that you like. I know that there's somebody that's pronouns are light, and there's some that pronouns are bun, and I haven't met a lot of people who use further pronouns than that, but I'm willing to accept if you have any other pronouns. So don't think that you'll confuse me.
Okay, why don't you just call me Cat for now?
Okay. And what about you?
And Nom smiles and says, don't you remember who I am? We met in the town.
Yes, I remember you. Nom?
Nom.
Hold on a moment. How did they remember that?
It is. Wait. Hold on.
Alright, before you guys all have your existential crisis, we have one more person, and I want to make sure that everybody gets introduced. Also, what are the pronouns that you would like for me to use? Nom.
Nom the monk, and he, him.
him, just Cat, and we got one more. This is fun.
One more? Oh, are you talking to Vexis?
Wasn't it Cat,
Vexis is
Sirius, and Kanam, or is it just Cat and Nom?
It's just Cat and Nom up here.
Oh. Well, I guess I was talking to Vexis then, but I do need to know your pronouns. I don't know if I ever got them before, and if I did, I might need a refresher.
I think so far they've pointedly refused to answer your questions.
But I still have to ask.
We've been. There's a process. And to follow through with the process.
It's very important. Tutu Kid is pointedly looking at Vexis. I will roll persuasion. Vexis has his thing in his nose back in his notebook, and he kind of just looks up at you and gives you the librarian-esque look of you're being too loud in the library, except in this case it's you're addressing me. I did roll a 14, so are you persuaded to let us know what your favorite pronouns are? He just gives you, a slow cat blink, and he goes, you may use he. Alright, good. So we have Vexis, he, we have Knom, he, him, and we have just cat. Okay, now you guys can proceed with your existential crises.
What do you mean? How do I remember that? I mean, it was kind of a while ago, but it wasn't that long.
Wait, a while ago? How long?
And Nom seems to get a very thoughtful face. And it's that same kind of thoughtful fog that Alexa, you recognize that was coming over. You know that guy from your room. You'd asked him if you, admittedly, now that you're thinking back on it, strange questions that you're not sure he would know anyways. Why would he know those?
Yeah, the whole thing's weird right now.
But there's that same kind of weird, thoughtful fog.
Okay. So this is weird that you're drawing from such recent memories, but you know what? We can work with this. And she'll just kind of plunk over on her side and pull herself up, avoiding the last foot and a half of ladder.
Mm-hmm.
So, what were you talking about?
Just things I didn't, just came over here kind of recently. And Cat, pipes up, I've just been, showing him around. And, well, just kind of waiting for, my husband and Roderick to get back, and now we're just, I guess, waiting for Ceres.
That's the crystal guy! I had prophecy. That's why I thought the crystal guy was here.
Krista? No, he's a Denasi.
Roderick, is that why he doesn't drown?
Weird
Roderick
that's
just
the only thing you
kind of.
remember about them.
I guess so.
It is a lovely island that you have here, by the way.
Cat smiles and kind of lights up a little bit. And Cat says, "Why, thank you. Do a little work keeping it, as nice as it is."
Well, you've done an excellent job. And we're so sorry to intrude upon this, but we are a little befuddled, to say the least, because usually when we go in places like this, and Lincoln's gonna kind of like look at Nom, it isn't so recent.
Cat just kind of raises an eyebrow at that, and Roderick, just. I have to roll something for Roderick. Let's see.
Just
Where's
the
your
will save
deception,
against all this
buddy?
stuff that's been happening.
No,
Just mind
he's
snapped
gonna
in
roll
half.
deception because Lincoln's looking at Nom.
Do I wait? This
The he-whos are dangerous.
oh my gosh, Yehus are terrifying.
Fair.
Oh my gosh.
So, Roderick is perfectly composed, and he just kind of shrugs. Well, I know Sirius is somewhere here. I'm gonna see him eventually.
Do you think the puzzle is we have to go find him?
The door disappeared, didn't it?
No, you guys walked out of a shack. Out of the door of a shack. Of a wooden shack on the beach.
Hey, Tutu Kid, you're really fast, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to go check and see if that door opens?
Do I? Tutu Kid, I'm gonna roll acrobatics to see exactly how fast Tutu Kid goes, and whether or not
Oh
Tutu
gosh.
Kid immediately face plants.
I'm really hoping they don't just like jump out the window.
18. They do just jump out the window and immediately are like jumping and flipping. Their staff manifests so that they can stick it in the ground and like pole vault over good decent space. They are running.
They probably used the tree to, like, get down.
Yes.
All right,
You know they do.
keep forgetting. Still terrified.
Nom gasps and grabs his head. What?
Yeah, as Tutu Kid goes out the window, that's what Nam would do. 'Cause,
Okay.
there you go. There's your flavor text.
Nom goes over to the window to look out and kind of watch Tutu Kid for a moment.
They're all right.
Oh, yeah, there.
All right. Does the door open?
Yeah, the door opens.
Okay then.
And through it you can see the white room, the white landing that you came in on.
Interesting.
Guys! It does open! Now what?
So I look to Lincoln to see what Lincoln's doing. What's Lincoln doing, Cryptid?
Sorry. um I guess like just looking around, seeing stick out, because this is very, very different than the rooms we've encountered.
So as you're looking around, you can see on one of the walls there seems to be a carefully drawn map. And there also seems to be on this carefully drawn map a what appears to be a very small cave system. And there's a red X on the cave.
Hey, y'all fellas ever heard of spelunking?
Spelunking?
Mm-hmm. You know, like cave diving.
Oh, you're talking about the cave that, yeah, there's a cave. There's a cave here.
The one with the big red X?
Roderick just kind of laughs and just scratches on the back of his head, and Cat smiles and nods and says, yeah, we kind of played there a lot. When we were younger. Maybe that's where Sirius has gotten himself off to.
Might as well check. If y'all feel up to it.
Nom will look back from the window and look around the group and say, well, I wouldn't mind if you don't mind, Roderick. Roderick's like, I don't mind. And we can go there. Just gotta find it again. It's a little hidden.
Yeah, Alexa wants to ask, like, hey, is everything all right between all you guys? But the last time she, like, implied that she got shot in the face.
No, do it.
Do it. I mean, yeah, she got shot in the face, but the person who did that left.
He is gone. Yeah.
And Roderick did immediately go to Alexa's side when that happened.
She was unconscious.
But she did wake up to seeing Roderick and Lincoln and Tutu Kid hovering over her.
That's a good point. So she'll kind of like just kind of wave her hand and be like, so, how is it seeing your friends again?
It's nice. Haven't seen Kat in a while. And Kat nods and smiles. Yeah, you left the Isles some time ago. It's nice seeing you back. And Kat is very genuine in this. But Roderick seems to kind of just be avoiding Kat's eyes and going, yeah, I left the island.
So is there anything you can tell us about the cave?
It's short walk. Just really not much to it.
All right, should be easy then. And then we all died.
The end.
Oh, please. You still haven't told me the plan. I'm still all the way in the car. What's going on?
Did anyone hear a small voice?
Nah, it's probably nothing.
Hey, Nom, can you wave Tutu Kid back?
Nom nods and looks out the window and waves to Tutu Kid. And the universal, come back!
Tutu Kid waves back, and then they're like, oh! And then they start trotting back.
It's that easy. Alright. Yeah, we'll wait for them to get back and then kind of fill them in on the plan. That sound good?
Yup, that sounds good with me. And Nom just kind of nods. Yeah.
Vexis still sitting in the corner, scribbling in his book.
What's Lincoln doing? I point at Lincoln. I point at you, Cryptid.
Oh no.
What's Lincoln
What are you
doing?
Before we head out, I think Lincoln is going to make his way over to Vexis and be like, "So, what you writing?"
I'm gonna be honest, you're probably tall enough that you could just, like, look over Vexis's head entirely at what
Oh,
he's
he is
writing. He's like
that.
4'10". He's so much shorter than Lincoln, you don't understand.
He's Lincoln 6'3".
Yeah.
So if you do take a peek, scribbling in a very academic kind of mixture of blockhand and cursive, a lot of it appears to be observations about the group and a whole like little section about Alexa and the implications of someone being infected by the darkness and being able to localize the area, and then it kind of devolves into science-y talk, and it's probably a little confusing. And Vexis just kind of looks up at you and kind of like squints a little, and he's like, I'm taking notes on the situation.
Looks like awful lot of those can concern us.
Well, you are currently, what's in front of me.
We are currently the situation.
You know, you could just, well, ask. You got any questions? You don't have to just study us.
He kind of makes a face.
No.
Like, socializing.
Trust me, it's a lot easier. Any question you have, shoot.
Real quick, what's Vexis's passive perception?
God, oh god. Passive perception 16.
16, dang it. He notices that Tutu Kid comes back and is slowly, like a cat, slowly crawling towards him, looking at the notes in his hand, crawling closer.
He pokes his pen at Tutu Kid's nose, ink point first. And he's still looking at Lincoln, and he's like, how about what exactly do you plan on doing once you get upstairs?
Sorry, I cut out. You said, what exactly are you doing when you get upstairs?
Yes.
The rest of our memories back so we can, well, get out of the cathedral's hair, so to speak. But I don't know. I feel like there's something else here.
We did have, like, a mission here, right?
Well, first we were sent to check on Sirius, and then there's still the guy in the egg cube, and then we also gotta make sure that we become friends with everybody. That's very important. And then we gotta make the Cathedral like us again, because I don't like the Cathedral being sad. And then the most important thing is we gotta save Clink Clank Bernard.
Oh yes, very high up on the list.
Didn't we? Wasn't the whole town teleporting around?
Right,
Teleport time!
Victor was panicking about that, and it looked like it went somewhere. So it was very strange.
I'm gonna have Vexis roll something.
Because it was Vexis's fault.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, no. Kind of, you say that, and he kind of just snorts, and he looks like he's trying not to laugh.
What?
Nothing. Oh.
You're a very eerie person, you know that?
Good.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be
alright.
honest. It's probably pretty obvious he knows exactly what you guys are
Yeah.
Because that was deception, and he rolled a natural one.
Does he at least realize that we're here because of something he did now?
Yes. I mean, he figured, considering Victor Bull was panicking over order members being here, and Will Smith hands, look, an order member.
Yeah, they've been pretty chill so far.
You say that to Victor Vol, and he just, like, does the cartoonish, has a heart attack and falls over. He's not actually dead, he's just reacting in a toonish way.
I thought you were Victor Roll, not Victor Coffin.
Anyways, back to present moment.
Okay, so we have to go to the cave now.
Yup.
Alright, I guess lead the way, Roger.
Yeah, and he starts climbing down the ladder, and follows him, and we're gonna switch back to Dexion's room.
Hello.
So, Dexion, Laura came into your room, and you saw them come into your room. You were in
So
the
I can
middle
see
of reading, let's see, Banishment Monster Guide, I guess.
Okay. So do I see Lara coming in?
And you hear the younger Vexis, completely confused as to who she is, go, "Excuse me?"
Well, he's very silently like, ah, shit. No more time to get distracted. Can I roll to do the puzzle now?
Yeah, roll for investigation.
No!
So you start pulling books out. Nope, not this one. Nope, not this one. Laura, you're on the ground floor. You're creeping backwards.
Mhm.
You.
Can I roll stealth?
Yeah, Dexion roll stealth.
I don't want. Okay.
Laura, so you've reached the door.
Mhm.
It is still closed.
Mhm. She's like fumbling around behind her back, just like patting it, looking for the thing to open it.
You reach the handle and you try it and it's locked.
She says something very soft and growlic.
And the Vexis, before you, just kind of narrows his eyes because he knows Growlix.
What'd you say?
Library. Excuse you. This is a place of learning. Yep, and you're learning some new words. Okay, so Laura, yeah, so she's like, yeah, tried that handle. It's just not opening up. And she's just like, and she's like, so, hi.
Hello, I haven't seen you around Nicodronis before. Are you new here?
Maybe. Kind of, yes. She's like thinking furiously at this point. She's like, just out of curiosity, you don't happen to have like a older or sibling that kind of looks exactly like you?
No, I don't.
Okay. Ugh.
In fact, I don't have any siblings at all. No.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so Laura just very casually strolls over there to wherever remind me.
The circulation desk.
Yes, thank
There's
you.
also
Used to be a librarian, ought to know this.
yeah, there's also a staircase upwards. That's off and to your left, kind of a distance away from the circulation desk. So, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, that's a really good question. What am I doing here? I was, and she looks around a minute, and she's like, "Yeah, so I was looking for a book, red cover, something about a dog."
You spot run.
Unfortunately, I regret to inform you that I'm not the librarian here. I've just been trapped by the librarian here until such time that he's satisfied with whatever it is the hell that he's trapped us in here for.
Okay. Well, so you're like a assistant?
No, I'm a scientist.
Laura's very good at wasting time.
She is.
Dexion,
roll another investigation check. Yeah. Okay. So you do. You find a section, and it's with the Banishment Monster Guide. That you find a book that's out of place. So the titles read Banishment Monster Guide, Security Measures for the Paranoid, Curses that require careful restoration, Illusionary Tricks for the Mind, and Anti-Magic and its uses.
Okay, gonna go for illusionary tricks for the mind.
Yep, you pick that up, and there's a as the bookcase slides aside, and Laura, you hear a click click from upstairs.
He casts minor illusion and makes another click click 30 feet away.
She's like, she looks up and then she looks back and she's just like, so,
You got any job openings?
I'm gonna really quickly go to Xalbaer, because you're watching all of this.
Having a blast.
Xalbaer!
Clown show.
Does he have audio with this?
Yes.
He's got his head in his hands and he goes, you know what? They're fine. This is fine.
Good. Don't come in.
He's gonna go back to the bottles.
Okay.
You know what? This
Somebody
scene isn't
else's
chaotic
problem
enough.
now.
Time for bottles.
He knows he's on a timer for how long he can screw around with these bottles, so
Mhm.
they've got this.
I got it.
Okay, so Dexion, Olive does a very soft clapping and then toddles after you as you scurry on up to the next floor. Vexis is just like, okay, I suppose I could ask someone at the lab to see if we have any sort of openings. What kind of qualifications do you have?
Well, okay, I'm gonna roll a perception thing to see if she noticed, I guess, like, Dexion scurrying up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me do that right quick. That's under, oh, crap. My brain is not working today. Was it under intelligence or wisdom? I forget.
Perception's wisdom, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, all right. So I got a 7 for the wisdom check. She's got a +3 for the perception. That's 7, 8,
That's
9,
10.
Yeah.
So you don't.
Is that enough?
You can hear someone kind of just like scurrying upstairs, but you also heard another click click like 30 feet away, so you're kind of unsure where someone else is here, but you're kind of unsure where everything's happening.
Yes. Okay, so she did hear the scurry noise, did hear the click click, did hear a click click over here.
Did she hear the clapping?
She's gonna make a snap decision. She's gonna be like, yeah, qualifications, yes. You know what, I believe I left my resume up the stairs, so I'm gonna go get it and I'll be right back. Hi, see you later.
No wonder Nilrim is... Never mind, just leave me alone. And Vexis just kind of gets up from the circulation desk and walks away from Lara. And yes, Dexion can hear Lara. Laura's not being quiet.
So mean.
So she's like scrambling up the stairs. Okay.
Oh god.
All right.
Fuck. Alright, we're casting invisibility.
And Lara does know who Dexion is, right?
Yeah, Lara does know who Dexion is.
Thank you. All right, sorry, I had having brain farts all over the place here.
No worries.
Okay, so she's, yeah.
So Dexion
no thoughts.
cast invisibility and roll stealth with advantage.
Does the child make any sound?
Yeah, what's the child doing?
God.
Can we see the child?
So as soon as Dexion disappears, Olive just starts looking around. Where'd you go?
I'm gonna do a roll right quick to see if maybe Lara sees Olive. I don't know.
I mean, Laura, you'd have to just go up a couple more levels.
Yeah, that's not that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're
Alright, so
have to go up to the 4th level.
Okay, all right. Okay, so she's like still traveling, so she's not up there yet where she can see anything, right?
She's not up there yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Dexion,
Okay.
go ahead and roll me
She's
an
just, like, going up the
investigation
stairs.
check.
She's like, hate stairs.
Okay. He knows not to get distracted anymore.
15?
Yeah.
Yep. You, with being very, focused now that you know that someone has come into your room, is practically chasing you up, you find a section which has these books. Spiteful Witch's Handbook, Proper Scrying Eye Care, Transformation of Energy to Matter, The Shaping of Water, Tales of a Reincarnated Warforged.
Can we take a look at Proper Scrying Eye Care?
So you pick up Proper Scrying Eye Care, and it's a book about how to properly take care of a magical item called a scrying eye. And there's a click.
Did I do it?
None of the bookcases have moved yet. Laura has gotten to the 3rd level.
Okay. Fuck.
Can Laura?
Shaping of
can
water.
Laura use, hang on a second.
Wait, no, never mind. I need to look things up.
Okay.
The
Can
shaping
Laura
of water
use
is also fun.
Expeditious Retreat? Go a little bit faster.
So, Laura, you cast Expeditious Retreat and zoom up the last stairs to the 4th level.
Very good.
And you see up there a really small mouse toon who seems to be looking a little lost.
Oh, she gets up and stops there. She's like, okay, go. Oh, and she stops and she looks around and she sees the mouse and she's just like, hi, kid.
Hi. Do you know where Dexion went?
God.
I
Rat it out instantly.
Well, the thing is Laura isn't being mean, so...
Yeah. She's like, Dexion, if you're around here, you better tell me what's going on right now.
Gonna cast Minor Illusion of Quiet Footsteps walking away. In the opposite direction of where he is.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Laura?
Oh, for
Laura.
me?
Yeah,
Oh, Laura.
because you have to roll an intelligence check.
9.
To 9? Oh, so you definitely hear these quiet walking footsteps, and that's where Dexion went.
So I kind of know where they're going. Okay. All right. She just looks in the direction the Dexion's going. She looks down to the kid. And she's just like, her eyes are just going back and forth. She's like furiously thinking here. And she makes a little snap decision. She just looks like, she sticks her hand out and she says, come here, kid.
Okay. And Olive walks over and
holding
takes Laura's hand. You're basically like holding her sleeve. Because she has extra long sleeves and she's wearing a black coat like you are.
Yes. Okay. All right. Laura has no idea what's going on. This kid, she heard scurrying footsteps. She gets up the stairs. There's a kid here that says something about Dexion. She's pretty darn sure Dexion is around here somewhere. And so she's like, looks down at Dexion. She's like, you know what? And she attempts to smile. She's not really great with kids, but she doesn't like dislike them either. If only she knew what this kid had done. Well, that's a good question, though. Okay, all right. Does Olive recognize Laura? Because Olive was the one who shut the door in her face, right?
Yeah, but this Olive is just looking up at Laura with I'm a kid and this is an adult vibes.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure?
Okay, all right. She's just like, okay. So she goes. She starts walking rapidly off of the footsteps, and she's just like, Dexion, what the heck is going on? Where are you?
So, Dexion, you watch as Laura and Olive head in the opposite direction of you.
Okay.
Crap.
What? So you pulled out the proper scrying eye care, and you heard one click.
Oh, Spiteful Witch's Handbook next.
Okay, you pull out Spiteful Witch's Handbook, and nothing happens.
Dang, putting it back. Tales of a Reincarnated Warforged.
You pull that out. Nothing happens.
God damn it. Okay.
Think about the books you are carrying right now.
Oh, do I... Fuck, I have to go back and look at them because I forgot.
Okay, here, let me give you a little list. So you've got Quark's Grimoire.
Mm-hmm.
Widowgast's Alterations of the Arcane. And Illusionary Tricks for the Mind. And Proper Scrying Eye Care is what you have.
Wait.
So, Laura, as you're walking along with Olive, and we give Dexion and Bluejay some time to think.
Puzzle time for me now.
Olive is going to just kind of look up at you, kind of just swinging their arms, going, so, are you upset with Dexion?
What? And she goes, like she's been concentrating, looking so hard. She stops and she looks down at Olive and she's just like, I'm okay. I'll be honest with you, kid. She gets down on her knees and she's just like, look, I have no hanking idea what's going on here. I don't know who you are. I don't know why there's a person down there that looks like Vexis with who just got like a fixed that looks like younger than the Vexis that I know. And I hear Dexion, and I know Dexion's around here somewhere, and they're running around, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm really more like annoyed that I don't know what's going on. So that's why I want to find Dexion so that I can ask them what's going on and maybe just shake them really, really hard because I'm just getting so frustrated.
Do you want me to help you?
I would love that. She claps her hands together and she goes, yes, I would. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. You darling child.
Olive reached up and... Oh, what?
She holds Olive's face between her hands for a second, just as a little pat, pat, pat thing.
And Olive just smiles and reaches up and holds both of Laura's hands. And she goes, this is Dexion's memory room. The Vexis down there is, how Dexion remembers him. How he used to be.
Okay. That explains a little more than what I knew before. Okay. All right. Okay.
And I'm Olive. Well, not really. Hi.
It's very nice to meet you, Olive. Where did you come from again?
Well, Here? The cathedral.
Okay. Are you... She takes a minute, she just reaches her... She gets her hand out of one of the child's hands for a minute, and she just kind of like is patting the child on the face like, okay, so you're not like some weird illusion thing. You're really a kid. You feel real.
Well, the thing is the real me is upstairs. I'm like the Vexis downstairs, here.
There's like an audible like record scratch noise.
And as that record scratch noise, Dexion, do what you're going to do!
Put a book on the shelf. See what happens.
You
I
put
guess.
Widowgast's Alterations of the Arcane on the shelf where proper scrying eye care was, and there you hear a second click and a whoosh as the bookshelf slides aside.
Cool. That was probably really obvious.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna roll a perception check just to see if Lara hears the whoosh.
Mhm.
So, okay, hang on a second. Okay. I think I got a 7. Yes.
Okay. You did hear the whoosh, and you can, cause it's not hard. It's not quiet. You're on the same level, and you look up and around, and you see this bookcase, just down the side from you, open, and there's a staircase there.
Oh, good. Excellent. Okay, yes. Now I got you.
So Dexion's gonna actually hang back and wait for Lara to go up the stairs because that's what he's expecting Lara to do.
And Lara is definitely going to do that because Lara at this point is just like so confused. She's not really thinking. Okay, so
She's
she
trying.
just is like she's like she looks up, she sees the little whoosh, sees things, she's like, okay, good, yes.
He does make more footsteps on the stairs.
And she gives Olive just a little like awkward pat right on the head and says, okay, come on. And she goes running off towards the direction of the whoosh and the open door and the staircase, and she's
And
like,
Olive follows her.
She's like, yes, exactly. And she's just like, well, she's still holding Olive by the hand, so we're good, or sleeve or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's like running off towards that, and she is just like, okay, maybe she's like thinking, she's like talking to herself. She's like, okay, maybe at this point maybe I can at least get out of this place. Oh, okay, yeah.
So
she's just running.
As you reach the top, you see a door. It has 3 spaces for books. Each with a symbol carved over them.
Okay.
God damn it.
I get to play puzzle too.
You want to try to figure out what the symbols mean?
Okay.
Roll Arcana.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Dexion, you watched Laura and Olive run past you and up the stairs.
Okay. Roll Arcana. And that's wisdom, right? Or is it intelligence? I forget.
That's intelligence, yep.
Thank you. Okay, so intelligence checks. It is... Alright. Oh, nice. Okay. So it was a 14 plus 2.
Oh. So you do know that the first slot has a symbol for necromancy over it. The second slot has a symbol for illusion, and the third, some kind of divine magic.
Okay.
Nid. Okay, so what Dexion was gonna do was quietly go up the stairs after them and was going to skirt around a corner and like go between other bookshelves, but there are not other bookshelves.
Nope, it's just a solid wall of books and this door, which Laura and Olive are standing in front of.
Yes.
Great.
You will
Okay,
have
you
to
said
Put the
there's
interact.
books
like
on the
three-
ground and like go somewhere else.
Okay, so there's like 3 spaces,
And
and one is
I'm gonna cut to everyone else, because... We're gonna cut to everyone in Roderick's room. And you've all made it down the ladder with Nom in tow.
Oh, you're coming with?
Yeah. I
Okay.
That's still okay, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Roderick just... That's okay with me.
Hey, Roderick,
Yes.
can you help me down the ladder?
Oh, yes. Here. Roll athletics. That's a +2. I got a 6.
So he just drops her.
Yeah, well, actually what probably happens is he, picks Alexa up from, the point Alexa had made it to, and then just immediately falls over.
No.
I'm fine. Alexa, are you alright?
Tunes have something for like falling, don't they?
Wait,
Yeah,
they both fell?
You're not gonna take fall damage.
Oh, okay.
It's not that far up.
She just like comedically looks like a little bit flatter for a second.
You two
I'm good.
okay?
I'm good.
I'm alright. It just took a little
That's-
spill.
Yeah, that's one way to get down.
Definitely the more eventful way, and Lincoln's just gonna help them both up.
Thanks.
All right, let's be a little bit more careful on the way to the cave.
Thankfully there'll be no more ladders.
That's good to hear.
I point
I
at
guess
Tutu Kid and at Vexis, who have been very quiet. What are they doing?
He's probably put away his book, if nothing else. He's still watching. He hasn't interacted with them much except for earlier, so he's kind of just observing.
Gone full nature documentary mode.
Behold, a crowd of toons in their natural habitat.
Is
They
Tutu
all
Kid just
crowd
narrating?
around. They all crowd around the small one of their kind. Interesting. All of them seem to have adopted the small child. Isn't nature wonderful?
Amazing.
Oh, the 2 kids gone insane.
So, as they get started, Nom just kind of walks up next to Roderick and leans in and half whispers, and I'm gonna make, everyone else roll perception.
Oh, I'm actually halfway decent.
Lincoln hears all.
He is tuning in.
Ooh, like I said, halfway decent. That's a 10.
You guys rolled in the wrong chat, belovedly.
Audio, what's Nom's stealth?
Non-stealth modifier is a +3.
Okay. So, no one but Lincoln catches this. Lincoln, you hear, Nom ask, Roger, can I hold your hand while we go? And, Roderick just kind of slowly nods and takes, his hand. The rest of you just see Roderick just take Nom's hand as they, start walking.
You can tears from how cute that was. So precious.
Alexa will lean over to Lincoln. So are we just leaving the other one up here, or?
Is Cat still up there?
Yep. Cat stayed behind in case Cirrus came back to the treehouse.
Oh. It's a good plan, just in case he comes back, but...
Alright. I don't know, it just seemed like Roderick was happy to see them.
Just seemed like what?
Roderick was happy to see them.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're following Roderick's lead on this one. If he says we should go, we go.
Yeah, sounds about right. So do you think, what? Giant bat or something?
Do you what?
We're going into a cave. Do you think there's like a giant bat or...
Alexa gets a inspiration point for an accidental joke.
Wait. I'm so wait. Okay. Steps back. Take a few steps back. You said what did Alexa say?
She kind of like just abruptly changed the topic and just jumped to what do you think is in the cave and suggested a giant bat was in the cave.
You think the light's in there?
The what?
Alexa, roll religion.
Well, hey, I'm a cleric. I actually know some of this.
Woo!
Oh,
right. Hold on.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So, this makes sense, because Alexa's from Ys, and the two guardians of Ys are angels in service of the light. So, yeah, Alexa knows the light, and that there's a lot of iconography of the light depicted as a big white bat. You would also know that the light is all about giving new opportunities.
Interesting. Wait, so what do you know about the light? Are you from Ys?
Hold on a minute. Waiting for Cryptid. Actually, we could really quickly smash cut to Xalbaer after Alexa asks that question. Xalbaer, what are you doing?
Bottles! Bottles! He's gonna go pick up the other shiny one.
Okay, the other shiny one.
Yeah.
Hold on a moment while I pull up my notes. There are actually two other shiny ones. One of the ones, was hidden.
There's more. Okay. Which one is shinier? Or are they about the same?
There is one that is in fact shinier. You're gonna pick that one up?
Yes.
So you pick that up, and it's dark again, but this time is different. It's kind of like that bottle that was Marlowe's memory. How dark it is. And then you hear a kind of like a machine booting up. And you, your vision comes to, and you see this very, crazy, like, disheveled man, and he is grinning so much, he's like, I did it! Oh, yes! Yes, I did it! Hello? And you come back to yourself.
Okay, so my theory was wrong. And now he has 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's far more times than he thought he'd ever witness somebody being born. So.
Experienced someone being born.
Yep.
Remember, experience it.
Watching someone being born and feeling the feeling of being born are different.
Yeah, you experienced that. And also the leftover feeling of happiness.
Damn, what's that like? So the theory was wrong. He's gonna go, huh? And then, you know what? He did make a promise and dump that one out as well.
Alexa, you get back the first day you woke up and the look on your father's face.
Oh.
She just trips over a rock.
Gosh.
Oh my god.
And we're gonna go back to to the people that's in Roderick's room. So we're gonna rewind just slightly. Alexa asked a question. Please re-ask the question.
Are you from Ys? I'm not familiar with a lot of people who know about, like, the light and the protectors there.
No, I'm from around, not from East. Why do you ask?
That's where I'm from.
With the light?
Well, the light's kind of like they're two like creations protect Ys.
There are 2 angels that serve the light, and they protect Ys.
Oh.
And then Alexa suddenly trips over a rock.
Lincoln for a second sees her eyes like take up like 90% of her screen, and she just falls over.
He's just gonna kind of like kneel next to her. You kind of. I really don't know.
I think this room
Okay.
is not. Something's going on. I'm just getting random flashes of memories back.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Got another memory back. That's good, I guess.
Yeah, I remember meeting my dad for the first time, which is really nice. A lot better than the last one, I'm gonna have to say.
Yeah, the last one sound mighty trauma.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, come on. Let's get you up.
Okay. And she's just kind of like a little bit mad at herself for forgetting who her dad was.
Oh, it wasn't her fault.
But she probably does have an answer for Vexis now. Like why she's able to like avoid the darkness, I guess.
Alliance.
I mean, because even if she's not a cleric of the light, getting advice from two who serve the light about, the light's mortal enemy would help.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't much like. So my dad, now that I remember him, so last time we were here, remember when I caught that soul in a jar?
Oh, yes. You did do that, didn't you?
Yeah, so I brought it back, and he knows how to make bodies for souls.
Oh.
There's
I mean, Vexis is kind of obvious. As in, he's walking a lot closer than he might have been originally.
His ears have definitely perked up and turned towards Alexa, and his tail is swishing.
Yeah, so last time I was there, I left the jar with him to find them a body, and I was planning on going back, and now I realize we have probably spent way too long here. Because she's remembering how her idea from when they first got here was in and out, do the job quickly, figure out what's teleporting stuff around.
Mm-hmm. Is Vexis going to say anything to that?
He is scribbling intensely in his notebook. He's making some mental notes. Me lovingly out of character. Remember that, how that stress ball has the logo of, Alexa's dad's shop?
It does indeed.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll remember this.
He's scribbling that logo in the notebook he's using.
Among other things.
What is Tutu Kid doing?
Tutu Kid is mostly following everybody, which is a little unusual. Anybody who looks back sees their eyes are still the normal size, but they're still sort of considering stuff, which is funny because they did actually have that big long moment of getting right back to their normal personality. It seems like they're trying to stay up, like, emotionally wise anytime that people are paying attention, but whatever happened when everybody regained a memory is still weighing on them. So they're not distraught, they're not even like, I don't know how to phrase it. It's like when a kid is trying to stay cheerful because their parents are upset.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And it's like, it's not that they're devastated. It's just that they are upset, but if everybody's upset, then they want to try and make sure that everybody feels okay.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a quick one. Oh, wrong chat. One of these.
Okay.
What's your passive deception for Tutu Kid?
What is passive deception based on?
That would be your charisma plus your deception mod.
It would just be, or wouldn't it be or, whichever's higher?
Okay, that would be
No.
+4, but I don't know what number that equates to.
So 10
14.
plus 4 would be 14. That would be your passive deception.
Okay, it's a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Then.
Yeah, that beats it.
Yeah, so Alexa will actually like open up the little chest like piece and reach in and pull out a just a stuffed toy. It looks like it's like a slime person on a skateboard with a little backwards cap.
This is my favorite thing now.
They will hand it to Tutu Kid just without a word.
Oh. Do you need me to take care of this for you? I'm a very good protector.
They're very good at, watching over people too. I got it for having my first stream.
Oh, well, are you sure you don't need it back? I can give it back.
After this.
Okay, I can take care of it for a while and then give it back.
They're now hugging the slime person on the skateboard.
And yeah, Alexa will just kind of ruffle their head with their hand and just kind of, all right, I've distracted everybody long enough. Let's go.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's right behind here. And Roderick, hand in hand with Nom, walks over to this kind of overgrown place right next to the water that's trickling down the mountain and pulls the plants back. And there is a cave entrance right there. So as everyone walks in the cave, we're gonna flip back to Dexion.
Cool.
Amazing.
And Laura, so Dexion, you're putting the books on the ground? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, a last ditch attempt to not interact.
Must not have contact with people.
So, Laura, you hear the thump of 3 heavy books. Not slammed onto the ground, not dropped, just put on the ground, but they still make a thump.
Okay. All right. She
And
immediately jerks around like, yeah.
And you see them, they're by the staircase.
Okay. All right.
Lenny's gonna get out of the way.
You hear steps moving away from the books.
But then you also hear steps going the opposite way.
Roll intelligence.
Okay. So, right quick. What does this look like? What are we talking about? Like, because I'm thinking like like, is there like any this floor? Is it like a balcony? Is it like closed in? Is it like?
Oh, it's a balcony. There's a railing. You can look over the railing and see the other floors of the library. It's literally a circular balcony that is lined with bookshelves and this door.
All right. Okay. All right. So, I guess Laura is gonna grab up those. She's just gonna grab those books up right quick. And take a look at them. What were the books again?
So there's a grimoire, penned by someone named Quarrick. Hold on, let me go back. There's illusionary tricks for the mind and proper scrying eye care.
Okay. All right. And
So
remind me again what the symbol things were. Okay.
So you've got
in front of her. Sorry, I'm a very visual person. I'm trying to visually see this. So, but so we got like the wall of books here.
Yeah.
This is all on top of like it's kind of like a little balcony type thing, right? the wall of books, and then there's like the door that's there in the middle of the wall of books.
Yes.
Okay, and the door, remind me again what the door has on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm writing it out for you. The first slot, the symbol above it is for necromancy. The second slot, the symbol above it is for illusion. And the third is some kind of divine magic.
Okay, alright. So, Laura picks up these books and she's looking them over. Right, she's like squatted down and picked up these books and she's looking around there. And she's going to take a look. She's going to turn the books over and look at the. Now, here's the thing. I'm just going to say, just for the fun of it, that maybe Laura had to maybe work in a library at some point. So
I mean,
maybe she kind of like knows the
that
Dewey
makes
Decimal
sense.
System.
Unfortunately,
Decimal System.
Unfortunately, none of these books have any other labels on them.
Oh, okay. All right. Because what I was going to have her do, I was going to try to see if she could look at them and figure out if maybe, like, one of them is rated necromancy, one is rated illusion, one's rated by magic. Because that's what I'm thinking. You know, that necromancy books, put one book in there, illusion book, put one book in there, and then put, yeah.
Well, you do have the titles' names.
Okay.
Or
all right.
rather, what you can read of them. The first one, the Grimoire, so you can tell that it's someone's crazy writings. You can't exactly read it because you're not a wizard.
All that crazy wizard writing.
Yeah, it's a bunch of crazy wizard writing. The second one is Illusionary Tricks for the Mind. And it's a book about, well, it goes from, like, very easy illusion magics to very hard ones, and gives some advice on how to pull off each one.
I wonder which slot that one goes in.
Gee, golly gosh, I wonder.
And the third one
obviously goes in necromancy. Go ahead.
And the third one seems to be how to use and, take care of a scrying eye, which is an artifact that allows you to divine other people's, where they are.
Okay, so Laura's looking at the books. She very carefully puts the Grimoire book down and the Eye Care book down, and she's holding on to the Illusionary Tricks for the Mind. And she stands up. She eyes the door. She looks around, and she's like, she just like is holding the book and just wagging it, and is just like, Dexion, if you don't get out of here right now, if you don't appear right now, I'm gonna. She looks around a little bit. She looks over at Olive, and she's like, I'm gonna drop the kid over the balcony. And she grabs
Olive.
Oh my gosh!
Olive gasps, and then she runs up and kicks.
She does that. She picks the kid up, by the shirt, and she's like, I'm bluffing. Okay, I really did that. Okay, I would totally do that.
Oh, okay. Olive stops struggling.
She would not actually drop the kid over the balcony.
Can I roll insight with advantage?
Yeah. Laura, make a deception check.
Yeah. Figured. She's just trying to see if she can get Dexion to come out here, basically. So she's obviously bluffing, but let's see if Dexion knows that. Okay. Deception check. Okay. And that deception was that fall under? Intelligence or wisdom?
Charisma.
Oh, charisma. Yeah, never mind. Okay, all right. Okay. So, 6 plus... Okay, she's got a 6 for deception, and she rolled a 6, so that's 12.
I win.
Yeah, even if Dexion did not get advantage there, Dexion would have gotten a 16. There is so Dexion, you might have initially thought that Laura might have done it, but then you see Olive just kind of go limp in her grip, and you realize from that Laura is bluffing. There's no way she'd toss Olive over the side.
No, she doesn't necessarily like kids, but my gosh, she wouldn't toss a kid over the balcony.
The chaotic neutral character would not.
No, absolutely not. We're not going to eat the child.
My God.
Look, she has some standards, okay?
Laura, roll
Just a couple,
charisma.
maybe, but
Roll a charisma save.
roll for charisma.
God, no!
Oh my God. She rolled a 15 for charisma.
A charisma save?
A charisma save? I'm sorry. No. Wait. Okay, all right. So I hit charisma and I rolled a 16.
Mm-hmm.
The charisma save is +3. So I just rolled a saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, let me do that. Okay, so that's okay. I'm seeing 18 + 3 = 21.
Yep. So you
Alright.
feel like something try to grasp your mind, and you're like, and you shake it off, and you're like, nope, screw that, screw you, go away.
Take a big fat hike. Laura is at this point, she's sort of, holding the child, got the book in one hand, got the child in the other hand, holding the child up.
Yeah, so
but she's,
Dexion, you watched for a moment how Laura's eyes started to glow, and then she just shook herself violently. Her eyes aren't glowing anymore.
Oh, that's very dangerous.
So, you have a decision to make, Dexion.
God!
Laura just starts starts very, very reluctantly moving towards the edge of the balcony. Can I do another bluff check again to see if maybe I could? Yeah.
Yeah, bluff. Roll a deception.
Okay, I'm gonna bluff.
So Xalbaer, Altaria.
Yep.
The screen flips back to the library, and Laura has picked the duplicate of Olive up, and it seems to be trying to threaten Dexion into revealing himself. And then you watch how Laura suddenly pauses for a moment, then violently shakes herself. Roll me perception.
Yep. He's definitely going to be heading in that direction regardless. Perception.
They're right at the door.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, you definitely saw for a moment Laura's eyes had glowed a vibrant red. But after she shook herself, the red glow was gone.
Hold it. He hasn't been paying a lot of attention this whole time, but that's enough. He's going to the room. It's yeah.
Okay, back to Dexion. Dexion, you have a decision to make. Laura is walking towards the banister.
Okay,
and she says again, she yells out again, she's like, I mean it, Dexion. I'm very, very serious about this. And then she leans in towards Olive and says,
Olive, I'm gonna roll a straight d20, because Olive seems to start to struggle again. But Laura, she winks at you.
Wink.
10.
There you go.
he really doesn't want to deal with Zaya. And so speeding things up would help that.
Mhm.
But also, he really doesn't want to deal with Lara either.
Nobody wants to deal with Lara right now.
Dexion's life is agony.
There is a decision. You could,
Okay, so while
call.
Lara's at the banister, he's gonna go back and pick up. We'll use Mage Hand to pick up.
Okay, so Mage Hand will only pick up the scrying eye.
Oh god, the other one's too heavy.
Yes!
He's gonna put the scrying eye in its place.
And as it slides into place, there's a as the symbol for divination above that slot starts to glow.
Oh.
Laura noticed that.
I don't know. Did Laura notice that? Laura, what's your perception, darling? Intelligence. Okay, wrote a 10 on the intelligence. Perception 13, I guess.
So is easy to hear with a 13.
Okay, all right. So what happened is basically Dexion picked up the book to slide it towards the slot, and it's reacting to it, right? Okay. All right. So yeah, okay. Lara is not the sharpest fork in the knife drawer, but I think it is enough that she probably can figure out, that there's something going on with these books, and the books are related to it, and that sort of thing. And we're kind of at like a standoff here, aren't we?
Yeah, you just so you definitely left the scrying eye book on the floor.
Yeah.
It's now in that slot, and the slot is glowing. I think even though brain cells are not as plentiful, I think you can figure out that
right.
The only other person who's standing up here must have put that one in its slot.
Oh, it was a ghost.
Well, see. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm thinking what Laura could do, because I think at this point, Laura just like stomps. She kind of like stomps her foot a little bit, and she says, "Are you ignoring me?"
Okay. I'm having a field day.
Does Dexion say that out loud?
No, that was me. So Laura, in your head, you get a message. It says, sorry, I'm typing it. Oh, that's it.
So, Laura, you get the message. Say it out loud, Bluejay, for goodness sake. The emojis too.
Yeah, the emojis too. If you're going to threaten me, at least pronounce my name properly, and then sparkles, and then a heart that is also sparkling.
Laura just kind of like tilts her head to one side. And she's just like, I guess she recognizes that's Dexion's voice, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And Dex, how do you pronounce his name?
Dexion.
Rhymes
Dexion.
with reflection, section,
Dexion.
deflection.
Dexion.
Dexion.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So she kind of like turns her head, and she looks genuinely confused for a second, and she's just like, "I thought that was how you pronounced your name."
Oh my god.
All right, fine. Can I call you? Okay, can I call you Dex? Is Dex okay?
Another message. You're completely missing the point.
No, listen. Okay, listen. She's just like she's getting so frustrated. She's just like, look. All I know is that I came out of a tube, went down some stairs, went into this door. There's a person here who is Vexis, but not Vexis. And you're running around and you're not like talking to me. And there's a kid, See, I don't even know where this kid came from. The kid says they're from the Cathedral or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Olive very softly, still probably hanging from Laura's hand.
I know. I love Olive so much. What a baby. Oh my goodness. And Laura's just like, yes, hi. But and you are avoiding me, and I have a lot of questions, and I'm very confused, and I want to know, first of all, why are you avoiding me? And second of all, I'm totally gonna throw the kid. I'm gonna do it. I will do it. If you don't show up here right now.
Well, he's not dropping the invisibility, but he is gonna just pick up the necromancy book and
So, Laura, you watch as the last book that you had left on the floor, because you're holding the other one, floats up into the air.
I don't know, Lara. Take a wild guess about why I would avoid you.
Laura is actually stopping to think for a minute. And she's like, she said there, she just gets like a very vaguely puzzled look on his face. And she's like, is this about the Zaya in my head thing? Is this what this about?
And we're gonna cut there. Oh, thank you for joining us for Return to the Eclipse Cathedral. Crackle!
This was so good.
I love you all. This was so much fun.
Oh my gosh, yes, this is so much fun.
Goodbye.
We love this game.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.